Hello friends, welcome. In an earlier episode on communication, we had shared that our children not only want to be listened to, they also want to be loved and accepted through what they have shared with us, and sometimes despite what they have shared with us. Which is why it is imperative for us to listen to them not just with our ears, but also with our minds and especially with our hearts. In other words, we need empathy when connecting with our children. What is empathy? It is the ability to emotionally understand what other people are feeling, see things from their point of view, and imagine myself in their place. Essentially, it is putting myself in someone else's position and feeling what they must be feeling. Why is empathy important? Because once our children can perceive that we have taken the effort to listen to them, to understand how they feel and feel what they feel, they will feel more connected with us. They will be more willing to share their lives with us, and they will be more willing to listen to what we have to share with them. When that happens, our bonding with them will improve by leaps and bounds. I assure you, our bonding with them will improve by leaps and bounds. They will no longer see us as public enemy number one, whom they have to shun in order to avoid any scolding or punishment, but someone whom they can trust and even someone they can turn to during the most difficult parts of their lives. Which is why empathy is such an important aspect of the communion of persons that we are called to in this special way as parents and children. How do we show empathy? As we said earlier, by listening to them not just with our minds, but especially so with our hearts. For younger kids in preschool, for example, we could say things like, "Oh, are you feeling upset? Are you crying because you could not eat more ice cream? I know, I understand. I love ice cream too." Which is true, which is why my wife is having some difficulty with me as we grow old together. But if we were to have too much ice cream today, you know what? We might get a tummy ache. So you know I love you and I will not want that to happen to you. Tell you what, maybe we can have some ice cream another day? How about having some fruits instead for now? Now, this allows our young kids to feel understood and that we are doing what we are doing out of love, even though they may not always get what they want. Now, for older children, say teens for example, it will be a bit different. We could say something like, "I know how you feel. When I was your age, I felt the same way too, Then carry on the conversation from there. One good topic to share is that of teenage crushes or infatuation, right? For example, we could share with our kids about our own teenage crushes. My wife and I used to share about our teenage crushes with our kids when they were teens. How we tried to take the same bus or be in the same place where a particular girl or a particular boy was whom we had a crush on. We would tell them that, crushes are normal. We all go through these. These are feelings that will come and they will go. Just don't let these affect your development in the other important areas of your life, such as your family, your friendships, your studies, and other activities like sports and so on. Not only will our kids feel that they are not abnormal, they will also appreciate how we understand what they are feeling. And that we make it a point to empathize with what they are going through. Before we end this episode, allow me to share this quote from To Kill a Mockingbird, a literature book which I enjoyed reading as a teenager. In that book, the protagonist, Atticus Finch, in trying to explain what empathy was to his son, said, "You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and walk around in it." So, for our reflection today, perhaps we could ponder on whether we can try to get under our children's skin, not to irritate them, but to walk around in it and feel what they feel. So, till we meet again at the next episode, when we will talk about the importance of forgiveness in family life, take care and God bless you and your family always. Goodbye.